Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new Soulstone survivor video. Today we're going to be playing the Chaoswalker, and it is going to be the start of our Titan Hunt series where we are going to be playing on every single character. We're going to be doing the final Titan Hunt, the Sigil of the Void, and there's going to be a couple of things that we can't do on each character, and that's going to be we cannot use the skill mastery runes, the versatility runes, because we want it to be an all natural. It's going to be doing this on the hardest difficulty, only 5 vials, but it has to be with the skills that are available to us for that character. And I thought it would start on the Chaoswalker because the chaos the chaos buff got buffed. It's now everything got buffed by 100%. So this used to be about 15% chaotic chance. It's now 30%. This is 80%. We get 130% chaotic chance here, 60%, and then that's that. Also, his ascension got buffed, so we'll get into that. But anyway, if you enjoy these types of videos, ladies and gentlemen, please do not skip the video. If you watch from the start to the beginning, it really does help us with the algorithm and with YouTube itself. So, try and stick around so that can be good for us. Let's see, we've got Mizahat, Volkage, and Vivolt, and then Brokenth. I think the easiest one to do at the very beginning will be Brokenth player, so let's go defeat myself and see where we can go from there. We can turn our visuals up a little bit. They were sitting on really low before. They can be on max for now. And in terms of what we're going to be doing, we're going to run chaotic for a little bit. Well, actually for the whole time. So we will be running a lot of chaotic. But we need to kind of find a damaging skill to go with it. So there's two parts there. We can either go poison with pestilence, or we can do something like shadow spark. Now I prefer shadow spark far more than I prefer the latter, and the reason for that is because shadow spark actually deals a whack ton more damage because it hits multiple enemies, where pestilence is only going to hit like 5 or so enemies. Let's see, they both have 100% chance. They both sit with quite decent things. These are all missile though, so we might go with Chaos Bolt. I might damage wise, no, these are just meant for the chaotic, so we're just going to grab that, get rid of that. We're going to go for the cast frequency. So we're only going for the chaotic chance just so our skills can proc multiple times. And that should help us with our doom and obviously our damage for that skill. Eek, quite hectic. Okay, cast frequency. Again, we're looking for the doom skills. There's shadow spark now. We don't have doom on hit quite yet, so it's not going to be of use to us. But you can already see how often it's going off due to the chaotic buff as well already, which is fantastic. And then cast frequency and multicast is going to be very important here. We are getting mauled to death by these dinosaurs. Alright, I don't know if we want to grab this. It is another missile, so I mean it's going to be really good for missiles, but we'll take it for now. But it does become null and void in a little bit, so it's not going to be that grand or great to have. We do go for the shadow orb though, because that's going to give us disoriented as well, and that's going to help apply a lot of doom on enemies. So maybe we'll keep the shadow orb. It doesn't really help to have the aptitude, although ruin wise, let's go over that quickly. We've got reroll mastery, weapon expert, and material harvest. We then got chaotic aptitude, synergetic, multicast mastery, and battle proficiency. This is going to allow us to get something a little bit later on from the bosses, so we do take it over there. And then see, this does quite a lot of damage as well. Manifestation of chaos, we could probably grab it instead of the chaos bolt. It's got a decently low cooldown, and it's just another damage multiplier, so maybe it could be really good at 130% chaotic chance. Maybe we'll see what happens. It does force us to take disarray as well though, which might be really bad in terms of everything else, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go to the bottom right. I'm like, what? Don't even know my directions anymore. I'm gonna go bottom right over here. And then we'll swap out the Shadow Bolt for the Shadow Orb. And by the way, if you did not see that, the instantly used absolutely all of our chaotic power over there on the altar. So that's the buff that occurred. You get a whack ton. And then they also fixed the movement speed buff that you could get, so it no longer multiplies on itself. So you're no longer going to get that insane amount of movement speed that you otherwise would have got. Also, we can't reuse the altar once we have it used, which you used to be able to do. And I guess that's what happened with the multipliers as well. Okay, this is very chaotic, and I hope you can see why we later are going to be turning down the visuals. If you can't see that, well, this is why we're turning down the visuals later. Cast frequency there, damage on that's really good. Let's see if we can get the Shadow Orb. We do, so we're going to go Shadow Orb. We don't need the multicast. HP is going to be good. Alright, so now we should see quite a lot of Doom being used. Just trying to survive because, you know, things are quite difficult to kill right now. Obviously, our damage is going to get exceptionally strong the longer this goes on for, but obviously at the same time, we also don't want to spend too much time on every single level. You want to try and get it going. That's 60% only. We'll keep away from that. Let's just keep this as is for right now and see what comes of it. The major eyeball on top of our head isn't really that great in terms of visuals, to be honest. But it is what it is. You can just see how the chaotic is really doing its job. So much happening all over the place. I really do like this change. I think we can get a really strong build going with Manifestation of Chaos, especially with it being 130% chaotic chance. Get that with a multicast chance and low enough cooldown, and you're going to be in a very fun place. Now, we don't really want the bleed, so we're not going to go for it, but we're happy to get cast frequency on everything. Again, multicast, then we're going to go for the disarray stacks and the doom stacks as well, so that our skills can do that extra damage. And a lot of damage being done. We just need another green one done. So we don't need the blue, we only need green. Remember, the color of the skull or the icon on the map is how much you're going to get from them. Also, just lowering the visibility for the boss fight, because I actually can't see anything around me majority of the time. So there we go. We're gonna have to just keep it down for this. We'll put it at 0.4 or 40%. And let's just see. Movement speed's good, disarray, cast frequency, health, shadow to chaos is also, that's quite interesting. So skill chain, yeah, actually that's very interesting. We will take that. And then as you can see, we're just going for that little bit of movement speed, just so that we can move out of negative effects or area of effects that we otherwise won't be able to dash out of. Once we get 3 dashes, the movement speed becomes a little bit null and void. But until then, we need this. Ooh. Now, I don't think I have much to offer for this build in terms of what we get, but for the first boss fight, it's awfully a lot easier than some of the other ones that are out there. So on that basis, that's why we do it. Just trying to weave between all the area of effects. And we're very far away from the boss right now, which is also a problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, we lost 1 life. That's not good at all. Okay, we managed to do it. We lost 1 life. That is the hardest part. So don't think, oh no, we already lost 1 life. That's the end of it. No, it isn't. We do get the prowess. Every time we apply prowess, you have a chance to multiply the quantity of stacks. Not necessarily what we're looking for. We're looking for shattered. So that's very good. 25% chance to apply 3 stacks. That's going to help us. Now we want, I think it's Mizahit that has the exposed. So that's going to be very good for us as well. And then now that we have shattered on the build, you should start to see enemies getting absolutely bonked on. Hopefully. Feel like we need more cast frequency on our skills though. I'm not feeling as powerful as I can be. Okay, we don't want that. We don't have much crit either. Oh, actually our crit's fine. We'll be fine without the crit. We get more doom. The more doom we can apply, the better. Multicast for both of these, that's perfect. We can go cast frequency. I don't know, this just isn't going as low as I could have it go. Trying to wonder if me trying to force skills going in a certain direction, if that's making things worse for me. Just let the skills auto target enemies rather. And weird and wonderful things will happen. We can get chaotic to purity as well, so that will help us with survivability. That is from Volk and Vivolt as well, so you could do that. That could be quite handy. Let's go to the 3 over here. We've got quite a lot to go with, so we're going to go with both of these actually. So lock that. More cast frequency, more cast frequency. Damage is good. Cast frequency over here. Area of effect isn't that great, so we're going to go with the critical strike chance over there. And just make sure we're out of the way of everything. And voila. Okay, 6 more to go. So we've got 4, 5 on the field at the moment. Let's see if we can get them going a lot quicker. This Shadow Spark hitting in random directions really doesn't do us a justice, really. But there we go. We managed to do it. Pop that open. There's a cast frequency. This might be better to go for, but we've got a lock so we can do it. Damage multiplier on the Shadow Spark, also looking very, very good. It might have been better to not have gone Manifestation of Chaos. So we'll just have to see what happens. There are still a lot of bosses to fight, so plenty of time for us to lose and to win. Okay, we've got a +3 fight over here. If it's a boss fight, we might not do it. It might be better to do something else. But there's a multicast chance proc. That's actually for these 3 skills, the missile skill, so that's really good. This might be better to get rid of, but it's got a low cooldown, so based on that, it's actually decent. Darn. It also applies disarray. Okay, this is a boss fight. Let's see how it goes. This will give us a good indicator of how our boss fight's going to go now. So we don't need that, and we'll go for the cast frequency on the general, on everything, instead of just the one skill. So this is going to be a good indicator of how much damage we can do. I mean, it looks like we can do a lot. It just really depends. These guys don't do that much. I don't know. This is very deceptive. A lot of XP though, which is good. I think going for the Doom is probably better here. Grab the multicast over here as well. Doom, cast frequency. This is also really good. Another Swift is great there instead. We could have locked there. I think I was going a bit too fast for my own liking, but you know, you get the point. You understand that, okay, I'm making a couple of mistakes here and there, but for yourself, try and, you know, move a little bit more methodically and slowly, and you'll get those additional attacks. But I mean, we're going to level up at additional times and we can re-roll and whatever the case is. So okay, the one thing we didn't want you to do was use a tornado, but you did anyway. Definitely going a lot better than it did against myself. So that is good. Okay, we need to just stay away right now. And voila, done and dusted. Thank you very much for playing the game, Misa, but I am the better character, as you can see. Alright, we get our exposed, which is exactly what we wanted, and that's going to help us deal massive damage because it's going to work really well. Now we need Volkage and Vivolt because they're going to give us Chaotic to Purity, or at least that's the plan. Whether it actually works or not is another story. Start off with a quadruple boss spawning and see where we can go. That seems to be okay. A lot of poison and nonsense on the floor though, which is irritating, but there we go. And something whacked them hard, which is perfect. That's what we want. Get a multicast for a chaotic boost. That's really good, really strong. We can re-roll this. Cast frequency, damage. Armor is going to be really good for us. Multicast on there. No, we don't need that. Disarray. And then let's see what else we can grab here. Damage on those skills as well can be okay. I mean, it's not great. It's not something we really want. Damage on these two skills is what we're looking for, but having extra damage everywhere else can always come in handy anyway. But massive damage differences occurring now because of the exposed. But the thing is that fight is, I find it much more difficult. Maybe the first fight for it is actually easier and you can get the exposed quicker, but I always thought Broken was easier to fight against, and turns out we defeated ourselves once, so that didn't work out as planned. Okay, we got a 2 here and a 3 down there, so that's 13 in total. Then we need another 2 somewhere. I would like a glow added to the enemies that we're supposed to defeat, because sometimes I have no idea what I'm aiming at and I'm just hitting random stuff and hoping. But there we go, more Doom. We're going to grab the Disarray there as well, next level. As soon as we get that level up, there we go, we're going to grab the Disarray on crit. So now Manifestation of Chaos will be dealing more damage. That's a 3. So now we just need a 2, which is down over here. Would have been nice if we could heal. Oh, we will heal actually. There's a way we're going to heal, don't worry. We did just defeat a loot goblin and we haven't gone into the secret loot goblin lair, so we're going to use that to heal up. Although we did just get all our healing now. Anyway. Fantastic. Let's go into the area. Multicast. Doom. Damage. cast frequency, damage, movement speed's good. Shh. Yes, I like this a lot. Actually, we have to beat this boss before we can go into the next area, but we are full life, so it didn't really affect us negatively anyway. Alright, so this is a difficult fight. I'm actually going to turn the visuals right the way down, just because there is a lot of AoEs and negative like effects on the floor and stuff like that that occur, so we need to be wary of all of that, as you can see, but we're actually dealing a huge... Ooh, gosh, that hurts a lot. Okay, for some reason it managed to hit us again, so that's not good. Alright, we managed to do it just on the skin. Just barely did it. Increase max health and area of effect, that could be really good. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the chaotic to purity. So there we go, we got it. We might do them again for the max health and area, just because, but otherwise we're over here in our secret goblin lair. This should give us at least a couple of levels. No idea how many right now, but a decent share. Just get all this juicy experience. Now, obviously, if we had more magnetics that we do... Actually, I do want to try and get them, because if we can get ourselves more magnetics, then we can actually get more XP from this. But there's one. There's another one. So we should get a little bit more XP from this than if we didn't have them. We can still go and grab even more. We go for the area, cast frequency there. Block's really good as well. Pretty good passives. Didn't get another magnetic, but I mean, you can see the small amount of difference it made by getting it, and a whack ton of XP that we got. Extra additional levels made us that much stronger. Oh boy, that was fantastic. I think we do need to get a little bit more life though, but let's see what happens. So Volkage and Vivolt, let's go for them again. Going into the Cobalt Treasure Room allows you to do the same boss in a row, where you otherwise wouldn't be able to do that. So we wouldn't be able to do this boss fight again if we didn't go into that area. So pretty good. Putting the visuals up for these fights just so that we can see what's happening on with our skills. But otherwise, for the boss fights, we are going to have to lower them. And for good reason. I mean, we nearly lost a life that last round because of it. So being able to keep all your HP just at the loss of a little bit of visibility is definitely more helpful than not. Okay, tentacles, give us your 2... Ooh, we're already on 4. Nearly on 6 out of 15. It just goes faster and faster, you know? There we go. Fantastic. Grab that. We don't need it right now, but it will come in handy. There's another 2 over here somewhere. Oh, I'm seeing things. We'll stay on the treasure chest for now while we do this objective. There we go. Let's just pop this chest open. There is another 3 over there, so there'll be 10. I don't see anything else at the moment. Don't need the chest right now, but we are going to just pop it so that... I mean, I guess we might as well grab everything since we can. And then it's over here for the 3. It is another boss fight as well. Don't need that. Cast frequency. Block, I guess, is pretty good. Grab the chaotic. More doom. More movement speed. What are the stats at? 64%. 80%. Yeah, we don't need more crit. In terms of, like, lethality. Okay, somehow all those missed me. I have no idea how, but everything missed us over there, so that's great. Pick up all the XP on the floor, and then we've got a 2 over here, and then we need another 3. Multicast, more doom stacks, more damage on Manifestation of Chaos. I mean, it's 7,000 to 8,000 damage. plus the 99 per stack. Yeah, haha, that actually got completely destroyed, and I have no idea what happened because I was just too busy looking at my skills and everything on the screen just melted away. Gotta say, I like when that happens. Alright, last one. Oh, I'm very confused. This should have been the last one. But some reason the skull didn't give us 3, it only gave us 2. Okay, we can go for the one just across the bridge over here. This is the final one. Oh, our damage is so good. Actually, I don't even remember why I'm doing Vivolt. Oh, so that we can get the health and area. I remember now. Okay, block, disarray, chaos to shadow. Beautiful. Turn down the visuals all the way. And let's see how quickly we can take down these two. This is the 4th fight, I believe it was. So there's only one more after this, if I'm correct. If everything works as planned. Maybe there's a bug there that we don't even know about. Okay, well at least he's down, but I have no idea how to defeat him otherwise, because that's just nonsense. But there we go. They got destroyed. We do get an extra level. I don't need the burn. Fantastic. Oh, we didn't get it. Let's see. Electrified could be very good, but I want the max health and area just so that we've got that increased HP. Definitely going to come in handy. Very, very strong for those other, the totem for the shaman. I'm like, what am I on about? Shaman with that is going to be fantastic because that's huge amounts of AoE, huge amounts of area, I mean HP, and the HP on shaman equals more damage. So very, very big little thing there for the character, especially if you're going with that. So this one said it's supposed to be a 3, so let's see if it goes to 5 or not. I'm also curious to see if it goes up before they actually come to us. It does, so that's interesting. 5, he has 7 now. Again, very easy. We do have purity as well if we need healing. This is just 8. Stay away from everything. Great. There's another one over here. Tentacles. Okay, there we go. I only see... Okay, here's another 3. Perfect. We get more levels. Area of effect is fine. Damage, cast frequency, and damage. 0.8 seconds. And we're probably proccing it far more times because of having the chaotic. So I think that's actually pretty strong right now. Definitely feeling very strong right now. There's another 3, so this should be it. Just make sure it says 3 on there, and it does. And let's just use our thing. So we want both of these, of course. Why wouldn't you? Cast frequency and HP. Let's get going. Last 4 bosses. Absolutely destroying the enemy. Love to see it. Fantastic. So there we go. Let's see how easy Aronach is to defeat. We do get a lot of levels there as well, so we can increase our life, multicast, merciless, and more doom stacking. I think there was a bug that the doom isn't showing on some of the bosses, even when you have like thousands of stacks, but maybe it could just be the amount of HP and the amount of doom that we do. Yeah, he's getting completely destroyed. Let's see what we could have got from Aronach the whole time. We could have got disarray, can now apply disoriented. So that would be pretty good because then you don't need shadow orb. And I mean, because we're running the synergetic, it's a 75% chance. We also get the increased movement speed and critical strike chance. We get haste. Whenever you cause a crit, we get the doom on a target. There's a chance you'll instantly cause a percentage of the doom to be dealt. So also very good there. Every stack of aptitude. Launch multiple webs in front of you that cause damage and apply slow. So there's a lot of good things over here that we could have got. That would have helped us. But yeah, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see the damage numbers. What did more? Probably Shadow Spark. But yeah, definitely Shadow Spark. So you don't even need Manifestation of Chaos, to be honest. You can probably go for another Doom skill. Not really too much there. Or we could just go for another Chaos skill to get the Chaotic going. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time. Cheers.